Did you know that the beach cruiser was actually designed during the Great Depression to be a luxury car-inspired, low-maintenance escape for people who just wanted to feel the wind in their face? It's true. These bikes aren't just about getting from point A to point B. They are about style, soul, and ultimate comfort. If you've been hunting for the best 24-inch cruiser bike to hit the boardwalk or the neighborhood streets, you are in the right place, because I've rounded up the top 8 contenders that balance vintage vibes with modern-day grit. We're going to look at everything from single-speed simplicity to 7-speed hill climbers, so you can decide which one deserves a spot in your garage. All the links are in the description below, so be sure to check those out for the latest pricing and color options. Let's dive into the list and find your new favorite set of wheels. Number 8. 67i Retro Cruiser Bike. If you're looking for a bike that feels like a classic summer movie, the 67i Retro Cruiser is a total standout for younger riders aged 6 to 14. This bike is all about that Instagram-ready vintage silhouette, coming in with a beautiful wicker basket and a rear rack that's perfect for school gear or beach towels. What really sets this apart from basic competitors like the Huffy Panama Jack is the safety-first braking system. While many kid cruisers only give you a rear coaster brake where you pedal backward to stop, the 67i adds a front V-brake. This is a game-changer because it helps younger riders transition to hand controls without losing the safety net of the foot brake. The durable steel frame is built like a tank, providing a super stable and grounded feel that's essential for developing riders who might be a bit wobbly. While it's a single-speed bike, meaning it's best kept on flat pavement, the wide, shock-absorbing tires and dual-spring padded saddle make it feel like you're riding on a cloud. It is a bit heavier than those fancy aluminum bikes, but the trade-off is incredible durability and a complete accessory package that saves you from buying a basket or bell separately. What do you think about this vintage look? Is the wicker basket a must-have for you? Let me know in the comments. Number 7. MarKnig Beach Cruiser Bike. Moving up to number 7, we have the MarKnig Beach Cruiser, which is a fantastic grab-and-go vehicle for adults who want zero fuss and maximum style. This bike is built with high-carbon steel, making it incredibly robust. It can actually support up to 300 pounds, which is impressive for a 24-inch frame. Its main selling point is the high utility value. Unlike brands that charge you extra for every little add-on, MarKnig throws in the front basket, rear rack, and fenders right in the box. Performance-wise, it's a smooth operator on flat trails thanks to its puncture-resistant tires that soak up road vibrations. However, when compared to something like the 630 around the block, the MarKnig stays strictly in the single-speed lane. This means if you live in a hilly city, you're going to get a serious leg workout. But for boardwalk strolls or quick grocery runs, the upright riding geometry is a back-saver. It keeps your spine aligned and your eyes on the view rather than hunched over the handlebars. Just a heads up for my apartment dwellers, this steel beauty weighs about 40 pounds, so you might want to ensure you have an elevator if you live on the 4th floor. Number 6. ACEGER Girls Beach Cruiser Bike. Now, the ACEGER Beach Cruiser is where things start getting technically interesting for the youth category. While the smaller versions of this bike are simple single speeds, the 24-inch model we're looking at today steps it up with a 7-speed drivetrain and dual handbrakes. This is a massive upgrade over the 67i we discussed earlier. Those extra gears mean your rider can actually keep up with the adults on family outings, even if there's a moderate hill in the way. It's designed to grow with the child, featuring a highly adjustable saddle and handlebars that can stay relevant for years. Compared to the Joystar Macaron series, which usually sticks to one gear, the ACEGER offers that mechanical versatility that older kids crave. It still retains that classic cruiser soul with full fenders to prevent mud splashes and a cute vintage bell. The high-tensile alloy steel frame offers a very smooth, vibration-dampening ride, though it does make the bike a bit of a heavyweight to lift onto a car rack. If you're looking for a bike that balances that toy charm with real bike performance, this is a top-tier choice. Do your kids prefer simple foot brakes, or are they ready for gears? I'd love to hear your experiences below. Number 5. DEYGIA Retro Cruiser Bike. The DEYGIA Retro Cruiser is a beast in disguise, and I mean that in the best way possible. While it looks like a delicate vintage dream with its removable rattan basket and soft colors, it actually features dual disc brakes. You usually only see disc brakes on high-end mountain bikes. This gives it a huge safety edge over the ACEGER or the 67i, especially if you're riding in wet weather or busy areas where you need to stop on a dime. It also packs a 7-speed Shimano drivetrain, making it a legitimate multi-terrain commuter for teens. The carbon steel frame provides a grounded, premium feel that doesn't rattle over bumps. In real-life scenarios, the step-through frame makes it incredibly easy to hop on and off, which is great for riders of different heights. One thing to keep in mind is that disc brakes and derailleurs require a bit more fine-tuning during assembly than a simple single speed. So you might spend an extra hour in the garage getting it perfect. But for the price, getting professional-grade braking on a stylish cruiser is an absolute steal. It's the perfect grown-up bike for a young teen who still wants that classic aesthetic. Number 4. Glerc Missy Beach Cruiser. Coming in at number 4, the Glerc Missy is the Goldilocks of the cruiser world. It's not too simple, but it's not overly complex either. It uses a 6-speed system, which is a rare middle ground that gives you enough range for most city hills without the extra weight of a 21-speed setup. This bike is specifically engineered for the tween demographic who have outgrown children's bikes but aren't quite ready for a full-sized adult frame. The Glerc stands out with its Missy styling, featuring a high-quality hand-woven wicker basket and color-matched fenders that look much more expensive than they actually are. When you compare it to the Schwinn Perla, the Glerc actually offers a more accessible frame geometry for younger youth, making it easier to handle. The ride quality is exceptionally stable thanks to the wide tires and the high carbon steel frame. It arrives 85% pre-assembled with all the tools you need, which is a huge win for busy parents. While it's not meant for off-road dirt trails, it's arguably one of the most stylish and manageable bikes for neighborhood cruising and light commuting. Which color do you think looks best for a retro bike? Mint green or classic white? Number 3. MOONCOOL Beach Cruiser Bike. The MOONCOOL Beach Cruiser is a heavy-duty champion designed for adults who need a bike that can handle some serious weight and daily use. This thing is a tank, with a weight capacity of up to 350 pounds thanks to its reinforced high-10 steel frame and double-walled aluminum rims. That's significantly sturdier than many of its entry-level competitors. It's equipped with a Shimano 7-speed drivetrain and intuitive thumb shifters, so you won't be struggling when the road starts to tilt upward. I love that this bike comes fully loaded. You get the basket, the rear rack, the fenders, and they even throw in a lock. Compared to the 630 around the block, which is a fan favorite, the MOONCOOL actually gives you more standard accessories for a more competitive price. The comfort factor is off the charts, with a plush, dual-spring vacuum foam saddle that feels better than most office chairs. Just be prepared for the assembly. The instructions can be a bit sparse, so you might want to watch a YouTube tutorial or visit a local shop if you aren't handy with a wrench. It's a fantastic, high-value investment for seniors or casual riders who want a reliable, comfortable ride that looks great on the boardwalk. Number 2. XJD Retro Cruiser. Taking the silver medal is the XJD Retro Cruiser, a bike that perfectly bridges the gap between a casual neighborhood cruiser and a fitness-ready hybrid. This bike is a powerhouse for active youth, offering a 7-speed Shimano-style shifter and dual V-brakes. If you compare this to the Glerc Missy, the XJD gives you that one extra gear ratio, which can be the difference maker on a steep neighborhood hill. The carbon steel frame is reinforced for extra rigidity, which translates to a very stable, wobbles-free ride, even at higher speeds. It's designed to prepare younger riders for adult-style bikes by moving away from coaster brakes and toward hand-operated controls. Like the other top contenders, it doesn't skimp on the extras. You get the hand-woven basket and a heavy-duty rear rack that's actually strong enough to carry a heavy backpack. The ergonomic dual-spring saddle ensures that long afternoon rides don't end in complaints about being tired. It's a durable, mid-range investment that looks incredibly high-end. Do you prefer the classic 7-speed setup, or do you think a single speed is enough for your area? Let's chat in the comments. Number 1. Outroad Beach Cruiser Bike. And finally, at number 1, we have the Outroad Beach Cruiser, the ultimate king of comfort and simplicity. This bike is the embodiment of what a cruiser should be. It's built with a heavy-duty, high-carbon steel frame that feels incredibly grounded and secure, supporting up to 300 pounds. What puts this in the top spot is the pure, unadulterated focus on rider comfort. It features balloon tires that are extra wide and anti-slip, acting as natural shock absorbers for cracked sidewalks and bumpy roads. The swept-back handlebars and upright seating position mean you will never have to deal with wrist or back strain again. While it's a single-speed bike, which means it's best for flat terrain, the simplicity makes it nearly maintenance-free. Compared to the huffy Panama Jack, the Outroad feels more substantial and durable, offering a wider variety of vibrant colors like mint and purple. It's the perfect all-in-one utility bike for anyone who wants a nostalgic look without the headache of complex gears. If you want the most relaxing ride possible, this is the one. I hope this comparison helped you narrow down which 24-inch cruiser is the perfect fit for your next adventure. Whether you need the 7-speed power of the XJD or the cloud-like comfort of the Outroad, there is something on this list for everyone. All the links are in the description below, so you can grab yours today. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to hit that like button, leave a comment with your favorite bike from the list, and subscribe for more gear reviews. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you out on the trails.